Since the emergence of the HIV and AIDS scourge in the 1980s, Uganda has been championing efforts aimed at reducing or even stopping its spread. Faith-based organizations are some of the key partners credited for offering collaborative efforts in the struggle.
Religious leaders here, we know that the fight started from you, and you led the first home care centers and hospitals in the country.
We acknowledge the importance of engaging faith leaders and communities, so we have allocated core funding to support activities with evidence for success in increasing case finding, linkage, and continuity of services.
To further heighten the advocacy, a national HIV and AIDS action plan for the faith sector in Uganda has been rolled out.
It's time for us to use our platforms, to use our goodwill. We follow you a lot. We listen to you. Every Sunday when I go to church, I sit on those pews, and whatever the preacher says, I take it down with a lot of seriousness. And I know that's what the rest of the community does. So today we are charging you and saying, this is an action plan that we can support, that you can utilize to roll out.
At the event, the second Deputy Mufti, Sheik Muhammed Ali Waiswa, singled out poverty, unemployment, coupled with changing trends like long-distance relationships as key drivers of extramarital affairs.
Because each one really keeps on trusting the other, but ideally no one knows what transpires in the midst. I don't know what can be done. I think part of this meeting should find out how we can be able to assist such people. But in the whole, we call upon them to always test before they meet up again, because possibly that may help them to reduce the infections.
Sheik Muhammed Waiswa also registered with concern the unregulated nudity and pornographic content, blaming it for fanning moral decadency, a catalyst for the spread of HIV and AIDS. It is against this backdrop that the meeting called for a regulation as well as heightened collaborative efforts in the fight to check the spread of HIV and AIDS.
There is no law that combats them in our country. That's why you find them elsewhere. You see the vivandas, on Vilanda, you find these nude pictures, and therefore we call upon the government to strengthen the approach towards this and not to be permissive. Acts like the nyege, I think the kind of things that are going to drive us further into the infections of HIV AIDS.
According to statistics, Uganda recorded a 61% decline in the AIDS-related deaths from 56,000 in 2010 to 22,000 in 2020. And with the rollout of the National HIV and AIDS Action Plan for the faith sector in Uganda, a drastic drop in these statistics is visible. Dorcas Kimono,